by Rallies, and I forgot that I used to work at Rallies. One summer, my manager's name was Stacy. Stacy used to sing. Dang, I wish I could find her. Stacy, she had a niece and a nephew that I was crazy about. I used to play at this church called Greater Antioch Church in Collegeville. And Boogie, she had the little boy, I used to make him dance. Boogie got to be grown now. But Stacy was like, if you're looking for a job, you know, like I'm the manager at Rallies. So I used to work from 7 to 12, so I was the maintenance guy. So I would get to Rallies at 7 o'clock in the morning. I would have to hose out the parking lot, get the oil stains up out the parking lot, clean all the windows at the drive-thru, and just do outside maintenance. Then I would come inside and help them prep for lunch. So they would fry all the bacon up for the bacon to go on the hamburgers and stuff. And they were open at 10, and I was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 5 hours. I would work from 7 to 12 every day. I did it for a whole summer. And Stacy, I think her sister's name was Courtney. I don't forget people. But I'm sure they live somewhere in Birmingham. But she had a niece and a nephew, and the little boy name was Boogie, I think. I used to make him dance all the time. I used to go, dan, 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 dan. And he had to be about 3, and he would dance. Pastor's name was Reverend Wheat, and that was my first church gig. I was playing the piano over at Greater Antioch Missionary Baptist Church, and I needed to make some extra money because I was trying to get an apartment, because I was living with my grandma in the project. And I had just started doing open mic night at the comedy club, so that was 89, between 89 and 90. But for a whole summer, I worked at Rallies. I sure did. And then sometimes, like if somebody didn't show up at work, I would stay and get in there and flip them hamburgers. And I would make me a cheeseburger, put me some lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, ketchup, mustard, cut that bitch in half, give me some fries, and I always got a vanilla milkshake, put it in my car. Back then I was driving a Toyota Corolla 79, 4-speed. You remember that? You had a Toyota, sir?
Yeah.
79 Toyota Corolla?
Yeah, I learned how to drive a stick shift.
Me too. 4-speed though. Hey, 4-speed. It wasn't no fifth gear.
No fifth gear.
Fifth gear. Yeah, I had a 4-speed Toyota Corolla, 79 white.
Ooh.
And that baby would get ice cold in the wintertime. The air conditioning, I don't know what kind of Freon that baby had, but I had the little pipe that would come out the air conditioner. I would have to hold it out the door and close the door where the water could drain on the outside of the car. And like I be driving at night, my friends, we be coming from the movies, and we be talking, and you can see the smoke come from our mouth because it be so cold inside the car. That's how cold my air conditioner got. That's why everybody used to like to ride with me, like want me to drive to the movies, because they had cars and their air conditioning wasn't worth for shit. I had one boy had rigged a fucking house fan to the battery, and he had a fan on the back seat blowing, a big ass house fan on the back seat blowing in his car. And you just wasn't finna pull no chicks with that, even though you had a car. Most of them you had to catch a cab back then. Wasn't no Uber, wasn't no phone. You couldn't do nothing. You had to get on somebody's telephone and call a cab company and wait and get that damn $5 ride home. But I did work at Rallies. So Courtney, Stacy, all the people that went to Greater Antioch back in the day. Thank you, Stacy, if you out there somewhere. Thank you for giving me my one of my first job. But my first job was at Jack's. Y'all know nothing about Jack's. Jack's sold chicken, hamburgers, french fries. My manager's name was Denny Streeter. That was my mama friend. And gave me this job. It was a white man. It was a white man worked in there. He didn't like me. I'll never forget one time. I was looking over at the salad bar because I really wanted. I was gonna buy me a salad because I was hungry as fuck. And the white manager, he was one of them old queens. Like, you need to get away from that salad bar. Don't stand over the salad bar. It's not sanitary. Don't stand over the salad bar unless you're gonna buy a salad. I'll never forget it. So I ain't lying. That's when the Jacks used to be right next to, on First Avenue, right next to Alabama Power. I used to work in that Jack. Me and a dude named Ben, we used to work back there. One time I took about 5 of them Big Jack beef patties. I put it in some plastic. I wrapped that shit up in double plastic. I took the garbage out and I put that bitch in the dumps, and I got out of work and I drove my car around and got the bag out the dump, took it home and put it in my freezer. I fried them motherfucking big ass hamburgers up, put some onions out, opened up a little pack of McCormick gravy. You know McCormick, you know if you don't know how to make gravy, McCormick had that fucking gravy in that little pack. All you gotta do is mix some water in it and stir it around in the skillet. I put them little goddamn hamburgers. I had called the chicken when I knew how to make mashed potatoes, and I opened up a can of string beans with the little onions. I put some butter in it and some Lawry's. But she saw that bitch like, damn, you can cook. What kind of meat is this? I told her it was cute. They bitch, them hamburgers came, the fucking hamburgers came from Jack's.